Hey guys, welcome to Awesome Reviews. This is Charlie bringing you the reaction review to the Bad Times at El Royale official trailer, the proper full-length one. It has been a little while since I've done one of these just because, well, let's be honest, not really a lot of trailers have dropped in the meantime. Did have a bit of personal stuff to attend to, and the last 3 or 4 days I've actually sort of been away at home in the land that internet forgot. Kind of annoyingly, they dropped this trailer about 3 days ago on the day I went home, and just to give you an idea, I tried to download a game just to play whilst I was at home on my travels. About a gigabyte on my laptop. Took about 8 hours. So, yeah. No chance of me doing any reaction. But, I mean, obviously I didn't have any of my stuff there anyway to do the reaction at home regardless. But even if I had wanted to, might not have even managed to get it uploaded by the time I left. So, yeah. Now I'm back home. I had to go, essentially went straight back to work as well. So now I finally get a moment to react to this. So here we are. And this is one of the few films that I've sort of marked as that's still coming out at the end of this year that I'm really excited about. Watching this one and the Marwan film with Steve. Actually, both of Steve Carell's films at the end of this year look fantastic. The one with Timothy Chalamet as well is on my radar. But those three, I think, pretty much the only three that kind of outside of the non-standard sort of superhero fare. I think the only three that sort of dropped trailers that I'm aware of anyway. Now that I'm out of the sort of the cinema business, I kind of aren't quite as on top of the upcoming films as I used to be. However, Bad Times at the El Royale. I saw the first trailer for this. I love the first trailer for this. It's got a bunch of my favourite actors in it. I've only seen Dakota Johnson in a few things, and not in obviously the big thing that she's famous for. I did like her in those things, so I haven't really seen the thing that she's well known for. That might tarnish my opinion of her. So, however, the things I have seen her in, I have enjoyed. And How to Be Single, I feel like there was something else, and for the life of me can't remember what it is. I've tried to remember the past couple of days. I probably should have looked up her cinematography. Her cinematography? That's not the word. But anyway, her filmography. That's the one. She'll look that up and probably work out what it was. But things I have seen her in, I have enjoyed that. It just seems obviously a bit different to her regular stuff as well. Chris Hemsworth looks interesting. Anyway, let's watch this trailer. It's been 3 days. Probably better get on it. It's quite a loud start. I probably shouldn't turn my earphones down, but never mind.
First time to the El Royale?
You have the option to stay in either California or Nevada.
I always wanted to stay in the honeymoon suite, even though I'm not currently on my honeymoon.
What are you doing out here?
I got a job singing in Reno tomorrow. Don't pay nothing, but singing.
This is not a place for a priest, Father. You shouldn't be here.
Oh, more Hemsworth in this trailer?
Quiet in here, it gives me the willies.
Oh, yeah, John Hamm is the
Sir,
owner, right? Or is he just finding
we have
this?
a problem.
You watching me?
I only watch who they tell me to watch.
The first trailer seemed to make John Hamm to be like the owner.
Management.
You think you could just take what's mine? I wouldn't come a hunting.
No, I figured you would. And I'd be ready when you did.
Are you lost, Father?
Can I confess something to you? I'm not really a priest.
It's a game. It all starts with a simple choice. Would you mind opening the door?
He's definitely a cult guy, isn't he?
Which side are you on? Right, wrong,
That was nicely done.
God or no God? Red or black?
I've done horrible things.
So does everybody. Shit happens. Get the whiskey.
Anything afterwards? Not this time. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't think it was quite as punchy as that first trailer. I think I actually do prefer the teaser trailer to that one. But October 12th, actually, it's not far away now. It's only about a month and a half, so interesting. Although that might be the American release. Like all these films come out like sort of starting in October. All these films tend to come like 2 months later over here, which is really annoying. If it's remotely in line for being in an Oscar position, then it will come out probably about like 2 months later over here, because they sort of do like all the Oscar work over there, and then they do all the Oscar work over here just so it keeps in people's memory like a little bit longer, which is really frustrating, but I understand why they do it. However, this trailer did give a little bit more content. I think the first trailer obviously gave a lot of focus to Jeff Bridges, a little bit, which is understandable. He's probably the biggest name in this. This gave a little bit more focus on Jon Hamm and Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth kind of had like the aura of the sort of the general feel of being some kind of cult leader in that first trailer. This thing kind of confirms it. I love that dialogue, the way they did that dialogue, and they sort of put the shots to that dialogue. Obviously, I don't suspect that's how it is in the film, but the way they put the trailer shots over his dialogue in that was fantastic. That sort of which side you're on with the line, and then God or No God with Jeff Bridges' character. That was fantastically done. In terms of that done, this actually kind of set up Jon Hamm as being a patron rather than the owner. The first trailer kind of made it look like Jon Hamm was the owner of the hotel, motel, whatever it is. More of a motel, isn't it? Really, I guess. Look, anyway. But yeah, the first one kind of made it look like he was the bellboy's boss. That's the word, bellboy. Kind of made it look like he was his boss. Obviously, the way he reacts to the "This ain't no place for a preacher" line kind of made it look like he was his boss. This one actually definitely kind of makes it look like he was, a guest. So, and obviously that shot, the way, I don't know if you might cut it out in time, but if you look at the sort of the poster that's on the end of this trailer, if you watch the trailer yourself, he is entering the hotel as one of the guests. So he's definitely one of the guests, which is interesting because it kind of puts his role in a little bit more question, because obviously he finds the behind the room's secret passageway. Because the first trailer kind of made it look like that was his passageway, like because he was the owner. In this trailer, it looks like he's discovered it, so it kind of puts his role into question a little bit more. I suspect he's some kind of undercover agent, maybe, investigating Chris Hemsworth or the hotel in general, because obviously it's got that secret passageway, and as the bellboy says, I'm just told what to do by some kind of higher up situation. So in that first trailer, they kind of hinted that there was some kind of higher up in sort of deal as well. So maybe that's what he's investigating. Everyone else just seems to be a guest, or in terms of Chris Hemsworth trying to recover a guest that Dakota Johnson has stolen. The first trailer, obviously, I think the first trailer gave a little bit more clue to that one, because Dakota Johnson's seen in shots with having someone tied up in her room. So I'm guessing that's who Chris Hemsworth is after. But yeah, it's very, very much interesting. I think the first trailer was a little bit more impactful, a little bit more punchy, and obviously a little bit more interesting. I think this one just gave a little bit more clue as to what's going on, but still not enough that it kind of gives away the entire plot, which is great. Because they've had 2 trailers, still not entirely sure what's going on in any way, shape, or form, which is fantastic. It still gives you that impetus to actually go watch the film, having no idea really what's going on. Unlike a lot of trailers these days, which just give you all the information and you already know pretty much what's going to happen from start to finish, which is great. But yeah, it looks interesting. I think there's obviously a lot less focus on certain characters, a lot more focus in this trailer than the previous one. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It's out in about 6 weeks. I will have to double check if that's the same release over here as well. I really hope it is. I think October might be a little bit early to be an Oscar film. So hopefully that's a simultaneous-ish release over here. Like I say, all those Oscar films seem to have that staggered release, because then they get to promote it in America, and then they get to promote it over here in like 2 months later, and it just keeps the film on sort of in the news, in the reviews, and that kind of on people's lips a little bit longer. It keeps it in that Oscar contention that little bit longer. Which is annoying for us Brits, because we always get the short end of that stick. I just kind of wish half the films would do it the other way around, just to keep it a little bit fresher. I can't complain, because we tend to get the Marvel films about a week earlier. That's only about a week. It tends to be about 2 months for these stuff. For instance, I think we got Shape of Water in February, when it came out in sort of November time over in America, which is a long time to wait, really. Can't complain, really. Pretty much everything else has sorted itself out in terms of worldwide releases, just the Oscar films haven't. I understand why, it's just annoying. Anyway, October 12th, looking forward to it. Definitely didn't do anything to dissuade me from watching this film. It's still super. I think the first trailer had me sort of really wanting to watch this. This one has sort of just kept that hype going, just kind of reminded me that it existed. Didn't really do much to sort of add to the hype for this, to be honest. But like I said, didn't do anything to take it off either. So still looking forward to this. Still going to watch this pretty much as soon as I can. Probably not going to go out of my way to watch it, but I'm still going to watch it as early as I possibly can, schedule permitting. So looking forward to this. Probably will review it as well. So look forward to that come October time or whenever it comes out over here. Hopefully it doesn't come out too much later, because then I can do a review and it still be relevant. It's the only reason why I didn't do an Ant-Man review, because we did get that a lot later over here for some reason. Anyway, that's it from me. Until the next reaction, ciao.